Yeah. No, I'm going to the Mara Experience store in Soweto. What do you mean you don't know? It's a South African cell phone. Yeah, they make them right here in Durban, in South Africa. Yeah. Okay, cool. Meet me there. Let's check it out.
The very first store in South Africa and the SADC region, and it's female owned, proudly South African owned, so it's something that I'm really, really excited about.
You should be super, super proud of yourself, and just looking at your career over the last couple of years is something that is truly inspiring, I think, for a lot of South African women. I mean, winning Miss Teen South Africa and then going on to win Miss Teenager Universe, becoming a broadcaster in both television and radio, and now a business owner. Was this always the dream? Was this always the vision?
100%, and I think being in the industry, being on TV, being on radio, you hear about the importance of the migration to 4IR, and something that I learned over the years is that the only difference that you'd find between some of the other developing countries in Asia and the difference that we have here in Africa is just basic access to knowledge, basic access to resources, basic access to communication. And speaking in the digital age, the easiest way in being able to communicate, educate yourself and have access is via communication, and the easiest way is having a handset.
Yeah, and I mean, there obviously was the gap in the market because there's nothing else like this really, but was it not a daunting process as a young black South African woman? How did you go about navigating that space and making sure that it is successful at the end of the day?
100%. I think the main thing that it comes down to is passion, but believing in the purpose of what you're actually doing and actually seeing the need for it. But from a young entrepreneur and a young businesswoman, I've received immense support from our Mara head office, not only here in South Africa, but in Dubai. From the entire process, from building the storefront to training our staff, to deciding, what the store is going to look like, how we're going to roll it out, how is this going to talk to South Africans, how is this going to talk to our African market. Mara as a whole has been really, really instrumental in being able to give me that support as a young businesswoman and to essentially realize the dream and the plan and the vision that I had for the store as a first franchise owner.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. What I think is also very interesting is the fact that there's a factory in South Africa as well, in Durban.
So it was really, really great last year when Cyril Ramaphosa launched the Mara factory in Dubai Port in Durban and KZN. A very, very instrumental, groundbreaking for South Africa. Of course, contributing to employment, but also contributing to the industry at large. So that's very important. A couple of hundreds of employees that we see, being a part of this, and as well as my 4 or 5 employees that I have, really, really focused on the fundamentals of being able to give experience and skills and training to young South Africans that may not necessarily have had the qualifications, but they definitely had the potential.
Yeah. And what would you say has been the reception of South Africans? Have they been hesitant to invest? Are they excited about having a proudly South African cell phone?
Well, Abigail, the numbers speak for themselves, and people ask me this question all the time. Since we actually started and we launched the store, we've sold out a couple of times. There have been times where some of our consumers come in and we have the last handset in the store, and they actually want to have one of these.
But what do you then say to people who are reluctant, who are maybe a little bit hesitant to invest in a proudly South African product, whether it is a cell phone or anything else?
Where naturally we always trust foreign. We always trust what is sold to us. So I suppose that's going to be, my mission over the next couple of years, to be able to make South Africans trust again. But the only way that they're going to be able to trust is come and buy. Come and buy, see the product for yourself, come and experience the service. We really, really try to maintain the service standards within the store, regardless of the fact that we're in Soweto. We don't want someone or a customer to walk in and come and feel like they're not getting the best experience. When it comes to the handling of your phone, when it comes to explaining and taking you through how your device works, as well as our aftercare and our after-sales service. And I think that's where, some other brands have maybe missed the point, and we make sure to continue that customer experience and the customer journey right through having the product life cycle with the customer.
Why should people buy South African?
Mara, why not, Abigail? Mara, why not? When we're talking quality, when we're talking affordability, when we're talking experience, we compete with the rest of Africa, we compete with the rest of the world. And I think it's time. I think that it's time that South Africans start to believe in their own products. I think that it's time that South Africans start to believe in products that speak to their people, that talk to their people, that feed their people. And that's essentially what we want to do.
100%. Chantay, listen, thank you so much for a wonderful experience here at Mara, and all the best with all of your ventures in the future.
Thank you so much.